Have you ever looked around and thought, how are all these people retiring already? What do they know that I don't? Maybe they're the same age as you or even younger. And yet, while you're still working, still waiting, still second guessing, they're off traveling, downsizing, spending time with family, living the life that you've been working towards for decades. And it can leave you wondering, am I behind? Did I miss something? Here's the surprising truth. Many people retire not because they hit some magic number, but because they finally got clarity. They stopped chasing some random savings goal and started understanding how to replace their income. And once you do that, retirement can start to feel a lot closer than you think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why some people can retire confidently, even with less money than you. And I'll walk you through the key steps that you can take to find out if you could retire. Not in 5 years, not next year, but possibly tomorrow. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Mark Wisniewski, president of Southern Incomes. I help thoughtful pre-retirees create smart, tax-efficient income strategies so that they can retire with confidence and peace of mind. And in this video, I'm going to show you why the idea of retirement being years away is often just a myth, and how with the right planning, many people could actually retire much sooner than they think, even tomorrow. If you find this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. Let's dive in. Part 1, the real reason people delay retirement, even when they're ready. Let me tell you something that I've seen over and over again. A couple are meeting with me. They're both in their early 60s. They've saved well, maybe $1 million, $2 million in their IRAs and 401ks. No debt. The house is nearly paid off, and they say, we're thinking maybe we'll retire in 5 years just to be safe. But when we actually look at their numbers, run the cash flow, factor in Social Security, taxes, healthcare, and their spending needs, turns out they could retire right now and still have a very high chance of success. So what's stopping them? It's not the numbers. It's not poor planning. It's fear. There's this invisible barrier where people hit, and it's not because there's something they're unprepared for, but because they don't feel prepared. They don't have a clear plan to show them how retirement would actually work. They're not sure where their income will come from, or how much they'll need, or whether they're missing something. And when that uncertainty creeps in, they default to the safest choice that they know. Keep working. This is what I call the confidence gap. It's not a money problem, it's a clarity problem. You see most people approaching retirement, and they're not wondering, do I have enough? They're really asking, will I be okay to stop working? Those are two very different questions. And answering the second one honestly and clearly is what unlocks true retirement readiness. That's why I always tell people, you don't need to be 100% certain to retire. You just need to have a flexible, informed plan that helps you retire with confidence, not guesswork. Part 2, why big retirement numbers can be misleading. Let's talk about one of the biggest myths that I see holding people back. The belief that you need $2 or $3 or $4 million to retire safely. Now, don't get me wrong, more money certainly gives you more options, but the idea that there's a universal number that you have to hit, that's just not how retirement works. Here's where that thinking starts to fall apart. I've worked with people who've saved over $2, $3 million and they're still nervous to retire. And I've helped others who've had 700 grand and no pension and with a smart income plan. They retire comfortably and confidently. So what's the difference? It's not the size of the nest egg, it's the structure. Think about this. If your mortgage is gone, you're not supporting the kids anymore, and you're no longer saving for retirement, your monthly needs could be far lower than you're estimating. Add in Social Security, maybe some part-time income, and a properly structured withdrawal strategy, and suddenly your portfolio isn't carrying the full burden. Here's what often happens. Someone looks at a friend or a neighbor who just retired and thinks, wow, they must have way more than I do. But what they don't realize is that person simply took the time to figure out what they actually needed. They weren't chasing a number, they were building an income plan. And that's where this shift happens. When you stop thinking in terms of a magic retirement number and start focusing on how to generate reliable, sustainable income, you move from fear to clarity. So yes, those headlines that say you need $2 million or $3 million to retire may apply to someone with $250,000 a year lifestyle and 2 homes. But if that's not you, then that number doesn't apply to you either. Part 3, 3 steps to find out if you can retire tomorrow. If you've ever wondered, could I actually retire right now? These next 3 steps will give you a real answer. Not a guess and not a gut feeling, but a clear picture of where you stand right now. Let's break it down. Step 1, know your monthly spending, not just what you think you spend. This is the single most important step, and for most people, it's the most neglected. You can't make any meaningful retirement decisions until you know what your lifestyle actually costs, not what you hope to spend, not a general percentage of your income, your real current spending. I often ask clients to go back 6 or 12 months, pull credit card statements, bank activity, or use a tool that tracks your spending. Because here's the truth. Most people are either underestimating their spending or assuming that they'll need 100% of their working income in retirement. And both are usually wrong. In retirement, your expenses often shift. You're not saving into retirement accounts. You may not have a mortgage. Your taxes, they might be lower. And work-related costs, say gas, clothes, eating out during lunch, they all go away. So instead of focusing on income replacement, focus on lifestyle replacement. And what do I need each month to live comfortably, travel occasionally, and not feel like I'm pinching every single penny? Once you've got that number, you're ready for step 2. Step 2, add up your reliable income sources. This is where people often forget to count income that's already built in. You might be receiving Social Security in a few years or already collecting it. Maybe you have a pension. Some people have rental income, annuities, or part-time consulting work. It all adds up. Let's say your monthly spending, your needs are $6,000. If you're receiving $2,500 from Social Security and maybe $500 from a small pension from your savings, $3,000 a month from your portfolio, not $6,000. That's a huge difference. And it can mean retiring years earlier than you thought. One of the biggest mental shifts I help people make is this. Stop thinking about your portfolio as the sole provider. Start seeing it as a gap filler. If your income gap is reasonable, your withdrawal rate is sustainable, and you have a buffer, you may already be in a very strong position. Step 3, stress test your retirement plan. Even if the math checks out, most people still hesitate. Why? Because they're thinking, what happens if inflation spikes? What happens if the market crashes? What if I live to 95? Those are smart questions and they deserve smart answers. That's why I stress test every retirement plan I build. I tell clients, I'm a belt and suspenders kind of guy when it comes to this. We run the numbers under different scenarios. What happens if inflation averages 4% instead of 2%? What if the first few years of retirement include a market crash? What if one spouse lives much longer than expected? These are not doom and gloom scenarios. They're what if exercises. And when we do them, something powerful happens. Fear turns into clarity. You don't need to have all the answers, but you can plan for the possibilities. And when you do, you stop asking, can I retire tomorrow? And start asking, do I want to? Part 4, what to do if you're close but not quite ready. Let's say you've gone through the numbers, you've looked at your spending, you've added up your income sources, and you've stress tested your plan. And maybe you're thinking, Mark, I'm close, but I'm not quite there yet. That's okay. There's a powerful middle ground between full-time work and full-time retirement. and it's one that more and more people are starting to choose. Let me show you a few options I've helped clients explore. Option 1, phase into retirement. Maybe you don't need to quit cold turkey. Some of my clients negotiate a reduced schedule, 3 or 4 days a week, or they move to project-based work within their company. This allows them to ease into retirement, lower that stress, and begin to enjoy more freedom while still bringing in income and letting their investments grow a bit longer. And for business owners or consultants, this can mean choosing only the clients or the projects that you actually enjoy, not the ones that you feel obligated to take on. Option 2, retire one spouse first. Here's a strategy that's often overlooked. You don't both have to retire at the same time. I've seen couples where one spouse steps away first while the other continues working, maybe for just a few more years or maybe longer. It reduces the income pressure. It keeps your healthcare benefits in place, and it gives the couple a chance to test the waters of retired life with one foot still in the workforce. Sometimes this even brings more peace of mind than retiring together. Option 3, downshift, don't drop out. You might love the idea of retiring, but not the idea of sitting around all day. That's completely normal. Plenty of people find purpose, structure, and even joy in continuing to work a different way. So this could mean a part-time consulting job, seasonal work, starting a passion project, or even picking up something flexible that's more social than strategic. Remember, retirement isn't about leaving your job. It's about reclaiming your time and designing a lifestyle that actually serves you. If you're close, but not quite ready, the answer isn't always work 5 more years. Sometimes it's about getting creative with your transition and making sure that your plan supports it. Because the truth is, you don't need to be 100% done working to start living like you're retired. Part 5, the real retirement shift. It's not about wealth, it's about income. If there's one mindset shift I want you to walk away with today, it's this. Retirement readiness isn't about how much you've saved. It is about how well you've planned to replace your income. This is where so many people get stuck. They assume retirement is about a number, a finish line. Once I hit $2 million, I'll be ready. But they never stop to ask, what does that $2 million actually do for me? I've seen people with $2 million or even more who still feel like they're on shaky ground. And others with $600,000 and a modest lifestyle who retire with total peace of mind. What's the difference? The people who feel confident in retirement, they have a clear income strategy. They know where their monthly cash flow is coming from, and they know how much risk they're taking and how to adjust when life changes. And they've built in flexibility so that inflation, market dips, or health events don't derail everything. They're not obsessing over portfolio bounces every day. They're focused on cash flow, on having the money that they need when they need it in a tax-smart, sustainable way. That's what real retirement confidence looks like. So if you've been measuring your success by your account balance, I'd encourage you to start shifting your focus to income structure, tax strategy, and adaptability, because that's what's going to give you the most options. That's what creates freedom, and that's what turns maybe someday into, yes, I'm ready. So here's the bottom line. You don't need a massive number to retire. You need a plan that shows you how to turn what you have into income that you can count on. If you've diligently saved well and you're still unsure, it's not because you've done something wrong. It's because retirement isn't about a number. It's about clarity, structure, and knowing all the moving parts come together to support the life that you want. And once you see that clearly, you may realize you're a lot closer than you think. If you want help building a tax-efficient retirement income plan and finally getting that peace of mind, book a call with me using the link in the description. We'll walk through your numbers, answer your biggest questions, and help you figure out whether retirement could start a lot sooner than you thought. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.